Hey everyone, how are you doing? So LEGO just revealed 3 new Star Wars Mandalorian sets, and here is the weird part. So the cheapest big one might actually be the best buy, because LEGO's pricing on this wave does not line up with what you would expect. Now, once I started doing the math, the set I thought I wanted is not the one that I would actually recommend. So today I'm just going to walk you through all the 3 sets, the value comparison that nobody is talking about, and the one that I would actually pick if I could only buy one single set on August 1st. So let's start with the one that caught my eye first, right? The Offworld Sandcrawler and Mudhorn. So this is set 75453. It releases August 1st, 2026. It is $200 and it has 1,683 pieces. So right away, the $200 is where I pause a little bit. This is a lot of ask, right, for a LEGO Star Wars playset, and at that price, I need to really care about the scene. So luckily, this scene is actually pretty cool. So this is the off-world sandcrawler from the Mandalorian Season 1. So instead of the usual brown look, it has that gray color scheme that makes it feel separate from the normal Tatooine sandcrawler. The official LEGO page lists the Mandalorian, Kuil, a Jawa Elder, 2 Jawas, Grogu with the hover pram, and a posable Mudhorn. LEGO calls that 7 characters, but realistically it is 5 minifigures, plus Grogu and the Mudhorn. Now the Mudhorn is doing a lot of work here. Without it, this is still a cool vehicle. With it, the set feels like a full scene. You have Mando, Grogu, Kuil, the Jawas, the egg, the creature, the sandcrawler. That is the whole little episode in one box. Feature-wise, there is more going on than I expected. So the front hatch opens, you have the steering with dials, an interior with cargo boxes, and also droid parts, the tents on top that come off and make a little scrap market. And yes, they even put the blue cookies in there, which is such a small detail, but I love it. Now, for me, the Sandcrawler is the coolest idea in the wave so far, but I'm not sure that it is the best value right now. So that might actually be the AT-AT. So real quick, if you guys like this kind of honest LEGO breakdown, hit subscribe. That is the whole vibe of this channel. And also, speaking of value, let me show you guys what I mean. So, because once you put the AT-AT next to the Sandcrawler, the math gets a little bit more interesting. So this is set 75454, the Imperial Remnant AT-AT with INT4. It also releases August 1st. It is $160. It has 1,453 pieces, and it includes 7 characters: the Mandalorian, Grogu, the Imperial Remnant Warlord, an AT-AT driver, a snowtrooper, and 2 Imperial Remnant snowtroopers. So right off the bat, comparing it to the Sandcrawler, this is $40 less, almost the same piece count, more actual minifigures, and more vehicles. So the AT-AT, the INT4 escape pod, and a speeder bike. And that changes the conversation a little bit for me. So now I'm going to be real here. So I am a little tired of AT-ATs, right? So we had a lot of great LEGO Star Wars walkers, but this one is not just the normal Empire Strikes Back version once more, right? So Brickset pretty much points out that this is based on the prototype AT-AT design from the Star Wars Rebels. And that different head shape also does help it stand out. So the part that I actually like the most is the INT4. I know the walker is supposed to be the main thing, but the little escape pod folding out of the cargo area is pretty much what makes the set more interesting to me, right? So the cockpit opens, the cargo area has seats as well, the head and legs pose, the speeder bike stores in the back, so even the Sandcrawler is the one that I like looking at more. The AT-AT is probably the stronger playset. And then there is the smaller set, so you have 75451, the Hutt Palace Sentry Droid Showdown. This one is $50, it's 415 pieces. It also comes out on August 1st, and it comes with 4 characters. You get the Mandalorian, Grogu, Ambo, and Kabu. This is not the big display set. It is not the huge vehicle, but it might be the easiest one to actually buy, right? So for $50, you get a smaller scene, the Sentry Droid, the Palace Gate, and also named characters. So it still feels a little bit expensive for 415 pieces because it is LEGO Star Wars. But compared to $160 and $200, this is the easiest entry point. And if Embo ends up being the figure that carries the whole set, it could be more interesting than it looks on paper, right? So here is my ranking, guys. So the Sandcrawler is absolutely my favorite idea. The AT-AT is the best value, in my opinion, and the Hutt Palace is the easiest pickup. So if you only buy one, I would honestly tell you to look harder at the AT-AT. The lower price, plus the extra vehicles, plus the better minifigure count, make it a smarter pickup of the three for me, even if the Sandcrawler is the prettier set, right? Now, the thing that I like the most about this wave is that LEGO did not give us three versions of the same idea, right? So there is a season one scene, a movie-based walker, and also a smaller character-focused set. So that is a real spread right there. And if this is the direction that LEGO Star Wars is going to take with the Mandalorian, then I'm all in for that. Also, the creatures and the side builds, the weird little locations, they pretty much give me the sets that feel like an actual moment from the show or the movie. That's basically what I'm into. So this is where LEGO Star Wars is a little bit more fun for me, right? So just tell me where you guys are at. If you were only buying one of these sets on August 1st, would you guys go with the $200 Offworld Sandcrawler, the $160 AT-AT with INT4, or the $50 Hutt Palace? Drop a comment below, guys, and let me know. For more LEGO, Star Wars, gaming, and collectible stories, check out savage.com. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I will catch you all in the next one.